Mr. Jensen is an efficient farmer. He produces 15,000 piglets per year and focuses constantly on how to optimize production to obtain maximum returns. And he manages quite well. He gets about 35 piglets per sow per year, corresponding to about 17 piglets born alive per litter. However, there's a problem. So many piglets require a lot of suckling sows. And keeping those sows healthy and in top condition in the farrowing house can be a bit tricky. All in all, it costs Mr. Jensen more to fatten his sows accordingly. The piglets are not growing as well as they should. Mr. Jensen weighs his litter after 4 weeks when they are weaning. They weigh 5.9 kilograms on average, with litter growth of 2,250 grams per day. But there are 5 piglets who are not getting enough nourishment. He therefore has to move those 5 to a suckling sow. Mr. Jensen meets with his Danish agro consultant. They discuss his pig production. He explains the problem he currently has in the farrowing house. The Danish agro consultant mentions Danish agro's new sow feed, which can give healthier sows and bigger piglets. Using it should improve profit from the farrowing house, even though the feed is a little more expensive. Danish agro's consultant calculates the level of nutrients needed for Mr. Jensen to achieve his goal for litter growth. He uses Danish agro's proprietary calculator system to enter the farm's actual production figures. For example, daily litter growth of 2,249 grams. Mr. Jensen currently gives his sows all the feed they can eat. The nutrient level of his current sow feed is not that high, forcing him to give them extra. But they can't convert all the feed, which means Mr. Jensen is wasting money. The Danish agro consultant explains that the new optimized sow feed means that he can feed less, using an exact quantity per day depending on the sow's body condition: thin, average or fat. Because his sows are average, the sow curve developed by Danish agro indicates that he should give his sows 7.32 kilograms per day on average in the future. When Mr. Jensen starts his sows on the new sow feed, the goal is new litter growth of 3,000 grams. The Danish agro consultant shows him what the present level of amino acid in his current feed mix is, and what the sows need. A larger litter size is currently being achieved at the expense of the sow's own body reserves. Once all figures entered by the Danish agro consultant, he tells Mr. Jensen that he can achieve a profit of 438,000 Danish kroners per year by changing to the more nutrient and fiber-rich feed. Mr. Jensen's sows are now getting the new nutrient and fiber-rich feed mix from Danish agro. Danish Classic Dye 305. Danish agro's new sow feed contains a higher level of amino acids and fiber, adjusted to the needs of the individual sow. The mix also contains Gear Plus and is specific to Jensen's production goals. Healthier, fatter sows and piglets are the result after switching to the new and more concentrated sow feed with Gear Plus from Danish agro. Thanks to the new nutrient and fiber-rich sow feed from Danish agro, sows lose less weight during the suckling period. That means Mr. Jensen saves money, as sows avoid having to recover lost weight during the next gestation period. The new sow feed boosts and accelerates milk production. Plentiful milk is produced from every teat, including those at the rear. Higher, better milk production means higher litter growth and higher weaning weight. Mr. Jensen weighs his litter after 4 weeks at weaning. The piglets weigh 7 kilograms on average, instead of the previous 5.9 kilograms. Litter growth has increased from 2,250 grams to 3,000 grams per day. A sow can now take care of 14 piglets instead of 12. Mr. Jensen does not need to move as many piglets to a suckling sow as before, saving about 11 sows per week. Mr. Jensen is a happy man. His sows and piglets are well, and he makes more money. He used to focus on the price per 100 kilograms of feed. Now he focuses on the profit from his pig farm instead. Take Mr. Jensen's advice. Contact the pig specialist from Danish agro and increase your profit.